Hey creative friends, welcome to my channel and welcome to Saturday Happenings for May the 7th, 2022. I want to start off by saying tomorrow is Mother's Day. If you do the Mother's Day thing, I hope you guys all have a wonderful Mother's Day and you do the things that make your day special. So, that being said, you know in my Saturday Happenings videos, I always talk about what I did last week and what's planning for this week. And so I'm kind of excited last week. Last week I had a boo-boo though, but we'll talk about that in a second. But last week we did the essential oil toilet bombs. I love those things. But the weird thing is, my friend was telling me she was making them and they just kept foaming and we can't figure out why. So it could be because her dish liquid had more water in it than the stuff I used. I used Castile soap, or maybe her essential oil had got contaminated a little bit with water, or maybe it's just like super humid at her house. We don't know. So we're going to do some research. So if you're making essential oil, the toilet bombs, and they're foaming, I think it's just there's got to be something that either has more water or the environment or something. But anyway, we're going to figure out why hers are foaming, and we'll make some more together. So that's interesting though, because that recipe, I've used that recipe for a long, long time, and I've never had that happen. But I've always used the same ingredients. So I'm going to kind of mess around and see if other ingredients make a different outcome. So there's that. The shelf-stable rice pudding. This is such a great collaboration. It's going to be so much fun. And you guys, oh, I got my book. Hang on. Here's my book. You know, you can print this off from the shelf-stable collaboration and build your own shelf-stable cookbook. So this was a lot of fun. And that's going to be ongoing for a while. As long as people keep participating, you'll keep getting recipes. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then I did my pressure cooked carrots because I had did the beans and I have my little skillet. And I love that. And you know the funny thing was, after I pulled out my traditional stovetop pressure cooker, I realized how much I loved it. And actually, I guess you could say I'm a kind of a kitchen gadget girl. So I love kitchen gadgets. But the thing is, I like them to be available all the time. I don't like to have to go get it, use it, clean it up, put it back. I don't like that. So I will admit that I have a lot of stuff on my counters. And I suppose if someone walked in my kitchen and they didn't actively use my kitchen, they'd think, dang, she got a lot of stuff sitting out. But I do. It's clean. It's all organized. Everything's got its place. But I go to people's house who their kitchen is super clean and they've got like a coffee pot and a toaster. I have a coffee pot and a toaster and a bread mill and a blender and a KitchenAid and a hot air fryer. And that's just, it got to be there. But I realized how much I actually like my stovetop pressure cooker better than my electric or my Instant Pot in a way, because number one, I can put it on the stove so it doesn't take up extra counter space, and that is one thing that I don't leave out all the time. So I usually have to go get it and then clean it, put it back, that kind of stuff. That's the one. Actually, there's that and my vacuum sealer and my crock pot are the three things that I have put away that I have to go get and take out because I don't use them as much. But my little stovetop pressure cooker is just sitting in the cabinet with my pots and pans. So I actually have it sitting out because I've used it several times since I did that video because I pulled it out to use it. So I'm kind of just going to stick with that for a while because I like it. So there was that I learned. Now, granola bars. I am so sorry. I do not know what happened to that video because evidently it turned out to be a combination of the shelf-stable rice pudding and the granola. And I'm really sorry about that. I guess people I didn't even read the comments, but I guess it's pretty upsetting when things don't go right. So what's going to happen with that? That's going to lead me into next week. I'm going to redo a granola bar one because I don't know how it was. I had everything together, but somehow my rice cooker one or my rice pudding one, when I was editing them, somehow I connected two of them and I left out part of it. So it's basically gone. So I'm going to redo a granola bar recipe, which is fine because we need more granola bars now. And so that's that. Let me see. Oh, and I posted my cool beds, my flower beds. Well, my raised beds from my garden. And I can look out my window and see them there. And I'm so excited because even though it's kind of an icky Look at that. It's not a great day outside, but see, looky, looky, looky. I don't know if I can see, if you guys can see. Hang on, let me see if I can see. Do you see? There's my beds. So today, that's what's happening. I don't know. I hope I didn't make you sick. Anyway, when I'm done with this video, I have my orange peel video that I'm going to upload. God, I love those things. I actually never had orange peels, candied orange peels, but they were my sister's favorite. And when I went out to stay with her when she was not well, she had ALS, and I went out to help her, and she had started some of them, so we finished them, and they were amazing. She had already got them to where they were all peeled and stuff, but it just took a lot out of her, so I was able to finish them up and do them in all the stuff, and they're so good. And one of you commented that you like the orange peels better than the than chocolate. But have you ever thought about dipping the orange peels in chocolate? That would be amazing. Anyway, so I'm going to do the orange peels. I've got them done. Actually, the video, I need to get the video up for you. So I'll do that. I'm going to redo a granola bar video. And I'll make sure that it's correct. And the other thing was this cute little cookbook that I got when we were out in Connecticut. There is a recipe in here that was actually submitted from my husband's grandma. And I didn't even realize it, but I was looking at the recipe and I was like, ooh, the word pie is in it. And you guys know, I love good pie. So this one is called a one-dish coconut custard pie. I'll tell you what the ingredients are so that when I make this week, you can have the ingredients ready. And it's super simple. And evidently you just put all this stuff together, you bake it, and it separates. So it's Bisquick, sugar, eggs, milk, butter, vanilla, and coconut. Although this is an old book, so it says 1 3-ounce can of coconut. And I remember, I don't know if any of you guys remember, when the coconut used to come in a can, not a bag. So 3 ounces of coconut. And evidently the pie will separate into the crust, the custard, and the topping while baking. So that is something I need to try. So I'm going to make the one-dish coconut custard pie this week. Granola bars. The orange peels, and there's already scheduled a video. It's just a thing about how I do bacon when I want to have sandwiches. Like, it's a way to do a bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich so that you never have to take a bite without a piece of bacon and your bacon never falls out. So that's just kind of a thing. I already have that video up. I think that should be on Tuesday. So there's that. But I'm going to go out there and get everything ready in my garden. Even though it's an icky day, I'm working in the greenhouse, so it doesn't matter. And then tomorrow, I'm going to go buy all of my plants, and I'm going to, boom, I'm going to get the garden set up. And I was concerned because we're going to be gone on a cruise for like 2 weeks, and my plants will just be starting. But our son is he's committed to coming over and keeping it watered for me. So fingers crossed, it will be a good garden this year. I'm excited I've been reading more about making a really good, I want to make a year-round vegetable garden, which is a good idea because we went to Walmart yesterday, and even Ryan said, wow, there's like no salad stuff. Like some of the shelves were a little lacking, I will say that. So I want to make sure that I've got a lot of good vegetables going on. I want to can some more of those. I want to can my own. I want to do beets. I love homegrown beets and turnips this year. I want to do some turnips too. I did some last year, but not very many. And I ordered a cute little doodad. It should be here tomorrow. It's a square thing that's got holes, and it's where you put it down like for square foot gardening, and you exactly plant your holes, your plants at the exact space. That's one thing. I kind of eyeball it. It doesn't always work out so good, but I'm committed to doing it and doing it really well this year. So there's that. And I will have time. That's another thing too, is I will have time to go out there and really work my garden, which I'm excited about. I don't feel like I was able to put as much into it as I wanted to because I would only have like the weekend to manage my garden before when I was working. But now I have all this time. So it's awesome. So there's that. But other than that, there's not much else going on. I'm going to try to do some other stuff, just some, I don't know, miscellaneous, whatever kind of videos, or if I'm in the kitchen cooking something, it's easier for me to do it now. So we're just going to get some of those things done. But for next week, those will be it. The oranges, the granola bars, there's that bacon thing, the pie recipe, and whatever else, maybe some progress on the greenhouse. So that's that. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Mother's Day tomorrow. I hope you guys all have a great weekend and a marvelous upcoming week. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.